Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rebels offense takes the field. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He'll take it himself. Across the 45. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ali.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're a little water deep, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that.
Touchdown Tide! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Dropping back, it's Ivory. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got his man. Oh, the sweet juke gets sets him free. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. He got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something to... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. In the backfield, it's Cherry. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding.
And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Ivory. Fires toward the end zone. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. He wants to throw. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Pass, he had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. The give to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A 3rd and long coming up here. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to run it. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll sneak it. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the game.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so we can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Grab near the marker is Ali. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. A 1st down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Slings it downfield. Touchdown, Bama! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and
some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air, it's Ivory. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This offense has a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Moving past the 25. And he breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Ivory. Swings it out to his running back. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing route.
They're bringing heat. The sweet feet buy a little time. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And the try is no good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half.
Ole Miss, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. At the 45 on his way. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just He's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Ivory. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The Rebels line up to punt it away. On the return, it's Ali. He gets a block. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Excellent field position here for the offense. Looking for a gap. It's Cherry. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. This quarterback part of their running game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loss of 4. Brings up third down.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Western Kentucky was far from the friendly confines of Bowling Green, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 20, he's got space. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout.
Okay, ready?
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal.
Easy.
Makes the catch, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Calls his own number. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown time! And the beatdown has ensued. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Makes the score Alabama 38, Ole Miss 7.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
To throw, it's Ivory. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. First and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Got a little space. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Rebels. What a grab and go for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
With the score, Alabama 38.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Gets it out quickly. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And that's a live ball. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll line up for a second down play.
Let's go.
Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Across the 35. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to winning streak to 3.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Ivory. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. 1st down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. On the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire right when the ball snaps.
Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then he'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Trying to find his man on first down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
59, Ole Miss, 14.
And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Ivory. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Rebels will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Running it back, it's Ali. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this is